I didn't have a great weekend there last year. I think I finished right outside the top 10, but it's it's a fun track, but it's also a very hard track to pass on. But it looked like during the race the groove widened out at that track tremendously. So I'm interested to see how they've changed the track around in the sense of the traffic. But that's a good thing. When you have people fighting to get in the racetrack and it takes hours, that means there's a lot of people in the stands. So I'm not going to complain too bad about that. But it's a fun racetrack to race on, and obviously, we would like to be a little more competitive, knowing that our teammate won there last year.
It's a UPS race for us, and it's our only UPS race as far as I know this year. So it's a big race for us. I've had my first win in NASCAR was there in the Truck Series. That's huge for me to be able to go back there and to have an opportunity to run in the Cup Series and get a win there. We had some nationwide wins. It might just be one, but feels like we won two, and I really like that place.
I'm looking forward to going back there. Last year I was probably one of the few drivers that has never raced there before, never ran a nationwide series race, or we didn't test much there. Even when the testing rules were different, we used to be able to go there. So I was one of the few guys that weren't there very much at all. So I learned a lot, I felt like, through the race last year about the racetrack. There's some really unique characteristics about it, different than some other mile-and-a-half tracks, the way you drive it. So I felt like we learned a lot. We were fairly competitive at times, so I'm looking forward to getting back there, being the second time there, and seeing if we can, improve our performance and our finish.
It's got a lot of character because it's pretty bumpy, and I enjoy the race there. It was interesting. That was kind of our first experience with going into a racetrack and getting more practice sessions and more time on the racetrack before we actually started our weekend. So we learned a lot there about Kentucky, having not tested there for a while, and I look forward to going back there, not just because we ran well last year, but because it's a fun racetrack.